Hi Kathy, and welcome to the first installment on how to use your new UMS website. In this episode I'm just going to be going over how to log in and going over all the different sections of the UMS dashboard. In the next episodes we'll cover things like adding and editing posts, adding and editing pages, as well as editing the appearance of the site. So the first thing you need to do to log in is access the login page. In your URL bar, type ums.com.au/wp-admin. This will take you to the login page for WordPress, and use the details that I've provided in the email. Once you're logged in, you'll be taken to the dashboard. Now, the main section here just shows some general information. We've got the Right Now section, which shows you how many posts and pages you have published at the moment. The recent drafts show you any draft pages or posts that you have that are not yet published. And the incoming links section shows any other website that links to the UMS website itself. So, for example, if Ultim had a link to your website on their blog, it would show up in this section just to notify you that someone has linked you. Pretty nifty. Up the top here in the right hand corner we've got your profile logout and edit details. So if I click on edit my profile, you can see that you can edit basic information such as your name, your contact email, any other information that you have, and set a new password. At the moment you're set up as an administrator, which is full access to the site. You can also log out from this little thing by clicking log out. Up the top here, if you click this link, it would take you to your website. And here we have the new quick link section, which I don't really ever use, but it's basically just a drop down to quickly add new content. See, it takes you to your site. Okay, so what we have here on the left is the actual WordPress administration panel. Here we control content, images, and appearance. The first thing we have at the top here is posts. So a post is a blog post or a piece of information that is programmed and pointed to a specific part of your website. So currently we have the latest news and project profile posts on your website. You can see here by clicking all posts, we can get an overview of all the posts on your website. By clicking add new, we can add a new post. And by categories, we can manage the categories of blog posts that we have. So if you wanted to add, say for example, UMS images, you could add it here and click add new category. And then in the post itself you can categorize it, but we'll cover that inside of adding a post. Tags is not necessary to worry about. We don't use a tag database on this website. The media tab controls all of the media, so all of the images on your site. Again, this isn't a tab we really use because when we add images, we're going to be doing it inside of the posts and pages, not through this tab. This is really just to give you an overview of what kind of images and how many you have here. The next tab, links, is not necessary to look at. We don't have links on your site. Basically, it would be, say for example, in your footer we could have a set of links that link externally to the website, so you could put some affiliate links, that kind of thing, but again we don't have that on the site, so it's not really necessary to worry about it. The Pages tab controls all of the pages on your website, so we will be going into here and adding and editing pages. If we click on it we can get an overview of all the pages you have currently on your site. The comments section is not necessary to worry about. We don't have comments activated on your blog posts at the moment because this isn't really a blog website, it's more of a corporate or business site. If you did want to generate, I guess, a following through RSS, you might want to enable comments so people can comment on your latest news or project profiles, but that does require a bit of moderation and you can encounter some spam with comments, so it's not really worth it unless you want to focus on blogging. In the Appearance tab, if you hover over it, we can see we've got lots of options. The Themes button here is where you select the theme you want installed. So if you remember, we chose the Brave theme. You don't ever want to change anything on here. It's just good to know what it does. The widgets section is where you control all of the sidebar information. So at the moment, for example, on the home page, this area here is a widget area. and so is this area down here. So in this section, for example, the home sidebar is the widget you saw on the right side, where we've got all the different little buttons, and then the footer, we've got each 4 different ones. So you can stack different items in here. To do that, you just drag what you'd like inside of it and then set the options. You can put all different kinds of things in your sidebars, Twitter feeds, a contact form, a link to download a PDF, text, links, pages, menus, anything that is in this section can be dragged into each individual sidebar. The Menus tab here controls the navigation of your site. This is the main menu, so this section here. These different menus here are the different menus that are available in the sidebar of each page. So for example, if we go to the history page, we've got a sidebar here, and this is a menu, and this would be the About menu. So you can see here we've got History, Vision, Values, History, Vision, Values. The next section here is Theme Options. I'll be going over that in detail in the 4th video. Sidebar management you never have to worry about unless you're adding a new menu or sidebar. You won't really need to do that. If you do, just give me a call and I can help you set that up. Portfolio management and editor are 2 tabs you'll never ever need to go into. In fact, the editor tab is one you should definitely avoid. It controls major areas of your site and major theme functions. Anything being deleted or changed from that can really drastically alter the appearance of your site, so just leave that one alone. The plugin section here allows you to add plugins or extensions to your site to increase functionality. So say for example, we could, if you had a big Facebook following, you could add a box here that has everyone's face in it and shows the number of people following you, etc., or a Twitter feed. You could just search the plugins by clicking Add New and go Facebook feed. And then a whole bunch of different options shows up. So plugins really are endless. In fact, there's so many options, sometimes it's a bit overwhelming, but basically just leave this section alone. If you have an idea about something you'd like on the site, like a Facebook feed or a scrolling text bar or adverts, just let me know and I can guide you through the plugin section, because that's what we'll need to set it up in. The Users tab here is pretty self-explanatory. Clicking on it, we can add a new user, edit your profile. The user role editor, don't ever click on it. It's not really relevant at all. I don't have it activated, so you won't ever need to use it. We're both administrators. So this is my login currently, admin. Don't ever change anything to do with my profile, as that will probably stop me from ever being able to get in to help you. But you can change your login here. Feel free to change your password or update the contact details, and you can add a new user. When you add a user, you can add it as an administrator, so they have full access like we do now, or you can limit their access by adding them as a subscriber, so you can only read, or an editor, so you can only add posts. You can't delete or change anyone else's content. The Tools tab will never be used. It's basically only used in setup when I import content. And then lastly, the Settings tab. All of these just are generic WordPress settings. I've set them all up currently. Nothing needs to be changed and nothing ever will be. And that's really it on the homepage. So we've gone over the left-hand side panel in pretty brief detail. In the next few videos, I'll be going over how to add pages, how to edit pages, how to add posts and edit posts, as well as controlling the media and shortcodes on your site. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks.